going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on? This is my second take of this is my second take, man. Honestly, I just wasn't feeling the first one. But again, man, this is me talking about a situation that happened in Georgia with this couple out there in Georgia. That was touching these kids, man. This is about the couple that was caught in Georgia molesting their kids and molesting their adopted kids, man. Which is something that goes on commonly. It just doesn't get addressed, doesn't get spoken about. The molestation that goes on in the community. Sometimes the kid just doesn't say anything. So there's a lot of molestation that goes on, man, especially in this country, man. A lot, and I feel like it's a very serious issue that doesn't really get addressed, And you see a lot of the pedos. Obviously, you can see they're targeting the schools, man. They out here targeting the schools. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. They're targeting the schools, man. Now, before I begin, let's just pretty sure the people that see this video can agree that Atlanta is a little weird. Atlanta is a little weird, man. I give Atlanta props for the accomplishments that is done, for all the great music that came out of Atlanta. The potential money that you can make out of Atlanta. There's a lot of opportunity in Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? But we can all agree that Atlanta is a little weird. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man. So stories like this, it's common, man. It's just nobody really says a lot on it. Maybe because it's a black city. Maybe because it's a black city, man, that people don't really report on shit that goes on in Atlanta like that. There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in Atlanta, man, when it comes to human trafficking and stuff like that, which is a very serious topic, man, especially in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Really all over the country. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Florida, so I'm from Orlando. And Orlando, I think, is ranked number 2 on the most human trafficking, man. Number 2 or number 1. Let's look that up right now. Let me share my screen. Let's look that up. They say New York. Tampa, Florida. Damn, Tampa, Florida, man. Tampa, Florida has the most human trafficking, man. Major hubs of human trafficking. You know, and hey, just to let you know, man, there's a lot of foreigners in Florida. You know, hey, I just got to point that out. There's a lot of foreigners. You know, there's a lot of foreigners in Florida, man. What else? New York, Los Angeles, Washington D.C., Chicago. You know, there you go, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Dallas, Texas. You know, come on, man. There's a lot of human trafficking going on in these cities, bro. This shit is not no fucking joke. When you see shit like this, you know, it's serious, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see shit like this, man, this shit is no joke. When you see all this human trafficking going on, and when I see couples and shit, you know, talking about they tell us something, they found these people with phones, child pornography in their phones, you know, and doing all this weird shit. They found all this weird shit. I'm gonna read this article right here for you guys to show you the details of it all. Authorities, let me see this real okay. Authorities accuse a Georgia couple of sexually abusing their adopted children and exploiting them to create homemade child pornography. After authorities conducted a raid in their home in Oxford, Georgia, and discovered a video footage of Zachary and William Zucklock engaged in sexual abusive actions with their adopted children, they were both detained. According to court records, the couple is currently facing a grand jury indictment on charges of felony sexual exploitation of children, aggravated child molestation, felony prostitution of a minor, aggravated sodomy, and incest, which could result in nine life sentences. Each man have entered a not guilty plea. According to the records of the Zulocks, sexual abuse of kids may have started as early as 2019. The boys were adopted in November 2018 by a couple through the All God's Children and Christian Adoption Agency. Now, before the video I made before, I was going in about how, you know, these religious organizations, man, they do a lot when it comes to trafficking kids, man. That's why they have a saying, the closer to the church, you know, the furthest from God. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? That's what the OG told me. The closer to the church you is, the further you is from God, man. Because the temple of God is not some building that was man-made. The temple of God is your body, man. The temple is your body, man. You know what I'm saying? That's God's temple, your body. Anyway, this organization was in what's this? Watkinsville, Georgia. They specialize in adopting children with exceptional needs. The agency is now closed. Police stated that they were tipped off after Georgia Bureau of Investigation detectives learned of someone who may have been downloading child sexual abuse material and press release that was shared on Facebook after the pair was originally detained. Police discovered a second suspect after conducting an investigation and spoke with the suspect who they say was making homemade child sexual abuse material with at least one adoptive child who lived in a home with the perpetrator. Law enforcement allegedly discovered films of Zachary's husband, William, and engaging in sexual abuse of one of the children in a folder marked US on Zachary's phone. You know what I'm saying? This is just to show. This is just to show you, man. You know that these people out here on a mission, man. They on a mission out here. You know, you know. They said they were making pornography with them. Now, before I made this video, I was going in about porn, and you know, some people will dive into a slippery slope where you're watching porn, and you're watching porn, so-called straight porn, and you're watching porn for years and years and years, and then next thing you know, you watching videos of some lady getting her back broke by a fucking llama. You know what I'm saying? Uh, which I feel like a lot of people are in that slippery slope. You know what I'm saying? You know, all this reckless sex that we be having, and and it's okay to have sex. No problem with that, but we have to keep it real, man. A lot of the sex that goes on nowadays is fucking weird. You know, it's weird, man. You know, it's weird. And a lot of men today, when it comes to sex, man, and molestation, a lot of men are trying to find their manhood. That's another thing too. I spoke of just men are trying to find their manhood out here. You know what I'm saying? Men are trying to find their manhood because it's been took from them as an early age. Kendrick Lamar, spoke of that in his newest album, where uh, he was speaking on how he was molested at an early age, and how he was going around having sex with a lot of women because his manhood was took. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar dropping that album. It didn't sound as great as To Pimp a Butterfly, but the message behind it is what made the album so great. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know, and one thing that this story reminds me of is this story right here. Sorry.
Pairs lawyer argued they should be granted bail on. A Ugandan state prosecutor told a court in Kampala on Wednesday that an American couple charged with torturing their foster child were a flight risk. The pair's lawyer argued they should be granted bail on medical grounds. Nicholas Spencer and his wife Mackenzie Lee Matthias Spencer pleaded not guilty after they were charged with aggravated torture of a 10-year-old boy in their care while living in a Kampala suburb. They have been remanded in custody since Friday. Prosecutor Joan Keko gave details of the alleged torture, saying that the child was made to sleep on wooden platforms with no bedding and was stripped naked at times.
An American couple realized that their visas in Uganda had expired. They didn't have any work permits, and they were renting in the suburbs of Kampala, which made them a flight risk.
The couple's lawyer said both the accused had ailments requiring care which could not be given in prison. Keko said there was no ailment that could not be treated in prison. According to police, Spencer and his wife came to Uganda in 2017 and a year later fostered 3 children, including the alleged victim.
Yeah, man. These people are after the kids, man. And, as you can see, if they can't get them here, they'll go travel to other places around the world and get their kids. You know what I'm saying? especially in places like Asia and Africa. You know what I'm saying? These are places where you go to fuck kids, man. In Africa, the stories tell me that the African has so much anal sex that he got to wear a diaper, man, to keep the shit from falling out his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, and places like over there, they give away their kids, man. You know what I'm saying? They give away their kids. You know, 'cause I know, the economical situation over there is so bad that they're willing to do shit like that. They're willing to sell their kids to foreigners. They're willing to sell their kids to the Germans, the French, the Chinese. And the Chinese, man, the molestation that goes on in China is crazy. And we got all these Chinese people all over there, all up in Africa. You know, the plan is to breed Africa out. They're gonna try and breed them out. How much you want to bet? They want to try and breed Africa out, man. And the Africans going to allow it. They're gonna allow the shit because the slave mentality over there in Africa is so bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, at least I would say one thing, man. At least me being in America, I could say one thing. That we not out here selling our kids out in the open, man. We don't. If we find out you out here trying to fucking fuck kids and shit, like, bro, you getting your ass stumped in, bro. Like, we not playing that shit. That's one thing about niggas over here. You know, the only way you get away with taking the kids is you gonna have to do some kidnapping. You gonna have to sneak in and grab somebody's kid, bro. You gonna do that shit in the shadows, man. You can't bring that shit to the light, bro. You gonna get your ass killed over here. But apparently in other areas, this shit like this that they allow. You know what I'm saying? They allow shit like this. Clearly in Uganda, these people got caught, but I'm just saying, bro, it's a pattern. It's a pattern, man. And this brings me to reparations, man. You know what I'm saying? This brings me to reparations. We need reparations, man. To separate ourselves, man. We need reparations to separate ourselves, man. Cut the damn check, man. We need reparations, man. This is what we need, man. Reparations. We need reparations, man, bad. You know what I'm saying? So we can separate ourselves, man. So we can go ahead and do our own thing. We can go ahead and do our own thing, man. Don't have to be around these fucking weirdos, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what type of, you want to bring your kid into a world like this? You want to bring your kid into a world like this? Let me show you. You want to bring your kid into a world like this? Got the kid right there. He just so happens to be a black transsexual. You want to bring your kids to a world like this? Yeah, man. You want to bring your kids into a world like this? You want to bring your kids to a world like this, man? You want to bring your kids into this? Got the little baby right there. Is this what you want to bring your kids into? Come on, man. You know, is this what you want to bring your kids into? Some shit like that, some bullshit like that. You know what I'm saying? Reparations, man. It's time to pay up, man. We're not trying to be around you. You know, you got all these nonprofit organizations. You know, shit like this. I don't agree with shit like this, bro. You know, I don't agree with shit like this. This should be a black doctor, a righteous black doctor, taking care of these kids, man. Not these strangers. You know what I'm saying? And it goes to show for these Africans that's over here, man. They got so much hate for us. They got so much hate for the African American. But you look at your land getting taken over by these foreigners. You know what I'm saying? By these outsiders. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, but you want to come over here. You want to come over here. You want to show hate to me. You know what I'm saying? You want to come over here. You want to show hate to me. But I don't be doing nothing to your ass, man. You know what I'm saying? We the people who actually go out our way and show love to y'all. But y'all want to come over here and hate and do all that xenophobia shit, which is gonna backfire on y'all, man. Y'all go fuck around and get smoked playing with us. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. It's not no fucking game, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, and as for this couple, you know, this was a white child. So of course they're gonna cover it. They're gonna cover it. Like I say, man, if this was a black child, this should be tucked underneath the rug. You know what I'm saying? You know, the morality of the planet, man, it's been totally shot. I seen this one video of this one crackhead was just hopping out of a truck, and she was bragging about how she sucked up an 8-year-old or some crazy shit. You know, it goes to show, man, the morality of everybody has been totally shot. You know what I'm saying? You know, the reckless sex in the community. You know, and we got all these diseases going on. Everybody be eating meat and shit. You know, all this weird sex, and people eating all this meat. What you think gonna happen, man? What you think gonna happen when all these plagues gonna hit and all these new different type of diseases that we've never seen before hit? I just seen on the radio. I heard on the radio. I ain't hear on the radio. I heard from a Star Report. They got gonorrhea that's incurable now. You know what I'm saying? Let me look that up. Because I want to make sure I don't want to just say shit and not back it up. Let's see. Here you go. It says incurable. Okay. This is a 2017 article. This is a 2017 article. You need something just a little bit more recent, though. Well, yeah, 2017, whatever. Well, yeah, untreatable gonorrhea, man. In July 2016, from the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, painted a dire picture of an ages-old public health surge that had lately been considered in check. The disease is gonorrhea, and the agency's surveillance system of monitoring antibiotic resistance in lab samples found steeply rising rates of resistance to the last two available antibiotics, uh, anzithromycin and Ceph, I can't say that shit. That can cure the sexually transmitted infection. Among lab samples for what's this? Sorry, forgive my reading, man. Neisseria, gonorrhea. The microbe that caused gonorrhea, resistant to whatever that is, shot up between 2013 and 2014 from 0.6% to 2.5%, while resistant to ceftriaxone, whatever, rose from 0.4% to 0.88%. So I guess they're saying it's slowly graduating. It's slowly, gradually being more resistant to what it was before. You know, incurable gonorrhea, y'all. You know what I'm saying? What y'all gonna do? You know, what y'all gonna do, man? You know, this shit is really real out here. And we got we got certain people walking around here doing all type of weird shit. You know, we don't know who these people are, who you meet on a day-to-day basis. We don't know what they're all about. We don't know what type of diseases they can pass on to you. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. You want to get caught up, ladies? You meet a guy. He seemed like he a pretty cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Especially out there in Atlanta. You tell him he a pretty cool guy, and on the low, he really this.
So happy to be here. Thank you also for coming out. Oh my God, still.
This reminds me of what's that one? Dude? I'm about to look him up. New York. There it is, George Santos. This reminds me of George Santos. Come on, bro. Y'all women out there, y'all want to meet a George Santos? Huh? What happens y'all run into a George Santos out here?
Deliver with DoorDash.
Come on, man.
Keep your own hours.
Republican Congressman George Santos. Now, Santos has vehemently denied reports, as well as videos and photos that two sources told NBC News show him participating in drag shows. Santos blasts these claims as, quote, outrageous and categorically false. But now there's an old Wikipedia page that Politico found Now, anyone can edit a public Wikipedia page, but this stuff was all written in 2011, and the entries are from, quote, a user named Anthony DeVolder, a name Santos has used in the past. He wrote that he, quote, started his stage life at age 17 as a gay nightclub drag queen, bragged about winning several gay beauty pageants. In addition to the many spelling errors, the page is full of some pretty wild exaggerations about his success, claiming, for instance, he had a role on a popular Disney Channel program, Hannah Montana. Now, to be clear, if this is a lie, that is to say his denial of being in drag shows, it's completely immaterial. It does not matter at all whether George Santos or Anthony DeVolder, or whatever he wants to call himself, ever did drag or not. In fact, I would say maybe the only thing we've learned about Santos that makes him seem cool. The situation, however, does shed some really interesting light on the...
Yeah, man. You know, you don't know who these people is, man. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? And let's go back to this, you know, I just want to stick on subject with these people out here in Atlanta. You know, this couple, you know, you know, you got to be careful with your kids out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful because they willing to traffic anybody, man. And they got so many ways to get you. You know what I'm saying? You know, they almost got my sister, man. No cap. They almost got my sister. She was at the store, and then she walked outside the store and seen this pink rag, but she was smart enough not to touch it. She was smart enough not to grab it and touch it at all. You know what I'm saying? What she did was she hopped in her car, she drove, and she drove at a certain speed, you know, fast enough to where the little pink rag just fell off of her, just fell off the car on the highway. She was smart enough not to touch it. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show, man, you know, they almost got my sister, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this was in Florida, like how we just seen. What's the number one traffic spot, human trafficking spot right now? Tampa, Florida, man. And this happened in this happened in Florida, man. You know, so they plotting, man. They plotting to get people. Oh, they plotting, man. You know what I'm saying? They plotting. Tampa, Florida, man. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm just saying is be careful, man. You know, I feel bad for the kids and what they went through because they was innocent, man. These kids was innocent out here. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you white, black, whatever. You know, no kid should go through shit like this, man. They said they was passing them around to other people in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Which is sick and twisted, man. And these people need to, you know, they've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they need to get locked up, man. They've been doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing this shit, they say, since 2018. You know what I'm saying? They got him in 2018, and it's been going on ever since they adopted him, man. So you need to watch out, man. That's all I'm just trying to say, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of world you're living in. You're living in a world where you got shit like this going on. You know, people should know what this is. You know what I'm saying? People should know what shit like this is. Let me show you. People should know what this shit like this is, man. You know, y'all know what this stuff like this is, man. They was hiding symbols, man. You know. Now that we discovered what these symbols was, you know, they changed it to some other shit now. Now it's some other symbols, man. You know what I'm saying? All on the plate. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they got this shit all on the plate. You know what I'm saying? make it bigger so y'all can see it. Yeah, man. You got this shit all on the plate, man. You know, all in the cartoons. You know, all on the cartoons, man. All on the toys. This girl lover got all the hearts and shit on there. You know, that's girl lover. Come on, man. I'm just trying to keep it solid with y'all, man. You know, y'all gotta watch out, man. For real, shit getting really real out here. Be coming for your kids, man. You know what I'm saying? So, I get kids. I'm gonna make sure I homeschool moms, man. You ain't about to, you know, all this non-binary shit, whatever. That's just for y'all, man. That's for y'all. Go ahead and do y'all shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just leave my kids out of that shit. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? All that non-binary shit. Cause you know what all that non-binary shit about. You know what that non-binary shit about? It's right here. You know? That's what this shit about. That's what this shit about right here. Yeah, well, you pull up, you walk out your neighborhood, you see some shit like this, what you gonna do? You see some shit like this in your neighborhood, what you gonna do? That nigga out there building a house, and he classifies non-binary. You know what I'm saying? This nigga classifies non-binary. He out here building a house. That's what this shit is about.
Such a show off.
What's up with these people, man? And they just so hell bent on creating robots to dominate humans, man. Like they just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? They just don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, you ain't see Terminator? Have y'all ain't never heard of the stories of no, you ain't heard the story of this robot that out there in Japan that killed 29 people? I mean, let me show y'all this. This is why they want this non-binary shit. This is why they want all this non-binary shit, man. People, they want to confuse genders. You know what I'm saying? Tell them some fact check. They trying to fact check it. Fuck all that shit.
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than this. Far.
At a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4
You know what I'm saying? This is why they want this non-binary shit, and people. This is why they trying to, confuse genders and cause all this confusion with your children so they can bring the fucking robots in. I'm telling you, bro. Allegedly, you know. I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all, man. But at the end of the day, with robots aside, with this weird ass gay couple aside, with all this bullshit aside, man, at the bottom, the core of all this shit is that what? The core of all this shit is that we need this right here. Fuck what you talking about. Fuck all that other type shit. We need this right here. Reparations, man. This is what we need. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all the robots. Fuck all the shit that we talking about. If we really want to, separate ourselves from this bullshit, if you black and you watching this, you need to be supporting me and supporting the movement, for reparations, man. You know what I'm saying? Get a phone, get a laptop, get a camera, whatever. You need to be stomping, pressing the fucking the ground, man. Stomping on the ground for reparations, man. You know what I'm saying? For the the slavery that we went through, all the bullshit that we went through dealing with these people, man. You know what I'm saying? They put us in this situation, so they're the ones who wanted to take us out, man. You know what I'm saying? The money was passed down through all these other different type of corporations. So the money needs to be passed down to us. Straight up, man. Reparations, man. You know what I'm saying? But I had to redo this damn video, man, because the last one was interrupted. So hopefully somebody sees this video, man. This Go 7, man. I'm out.